Hey YouTube, we're gonna be watching season 1, episode 1 of Scam France. I don't know how these translations are, like if they're good or not, and for some reason sometimes this just skips entire sentences, but for the most part it stays on point. So we're just testing this out. If this is not something that's good, we just won't use it in the future. Looks pretty nice though. It doesn't look pretty nice, but it's working out pretty nice, So I know in OG Scam, they did a lot of like dual conversations where like they would be texting and there'd be like a conversation going on in front of them. I'm going to be paying attention to the conversation that's being texted in those situations because those are more main story. Meanwhile, the like outward conversation is always like, so I was getting my pussy eaten out. And so I'll be seeing those conversations more in the edit, but I'll see both conversations. Just I don't want to like overextend my focus. You know what I mean? Let's get into episode 1, season 1. Emma.
À travers le monde, les mentalités aspirent au libre-échange et au
Okay, so we're starting off with the Jonas speech or paper.
des biens, l'égalité des droits, le développement des aides et bien sûr la multiplication des richesses. Les salaires diminuent, les journées s'allongent.
Okay, so the major difference I'm seeing so far is they're putting clips in what I'm assuming are future parts because I recognize some of the characters from the trailer.
Ne devrions-nous pas nous souvenir d'une chose ou deux? Par exemple, que notre société de consommation excessive repose sur les épaules des cultivateurs de café péruviens, que nos vêtements portent les larmes des ouvriers chinois et que la nourriture bon marché dont nous nous empiffrons a été produite par des mineurs indiens sous-payés.
Accurate speech, still capitalism sucks.
Ah non mais c'est grave bien.
C'est tout?
Non c'est grave bien, j'ai kiffé.
Ouais?
Ouais.
Ah, c'est pas mal, mais j'aurais pas dû écrire les conditions de travail sont inhumaines.
Non, c'est bien comme ça.
Ouais, tu crois? Ouais.
She's already showing that she doesn't really have opinions. She's just like, I'm agreeable. Ingrid. With the, I know what you did this summer look.
Il faut que t'arrêtes de te prendre la tête en pensant à ces meufs, ok? T'es plus heureuse sans. T'es beaucoup mieux sans elle. T'en rendras compte plus tard. Yo les gars. Okay. Bon, à votre avis, qui a eu 14 au DM le plus?
Hey, Isaac.
16. Genre c'est ta copie. Hein? 10. Sur 20?
Oui.
T'as fait que la moitié de l'exo ou ça se passe comment? T'es arrivé à la fin peut-être? Tu t'es endormi sur ta copie?
Sadly, a 10 out of 20 in Europe is a C. Here it's an F.
C'est pas seulement beaucoup plus que des pâtes. Dis-lui Yann. Tes pâtes, c'est les meilleures.
You're boiling water on point.
On y va? On se voit tout à l'heure?
I'm trying to remember if it was Lucas or Luca. I'm gonna keep calling him Isaac until they give me his name again. J. Nope. Le. I feel that though. The start of a paper is always the hardest part. So Jonas is Jan. Walk in. I don't want to keep calling them by their not actual names, so. Agreed. I find it super cringy when people stick their tongues out in pictures.
Salut.
He looked scared. Yo, hi.
Yann, il est avec toi?
Yann? Pourquoi tu me demandes ça?
Vous êtes pas...
Tout?
T'as vu? Non mais c'est une malade cette meuf.
Bon, sans déconner, tu vas pas rester toute la soirée à geeker sur l'Instagram d'Ingrid quand même.
Oh, it's still Ingrid. Hell yeah.
Tu sais, moi,
Don't have to be confused about that one.
Je te laisse, Yann.
Ah ouais?
Okay, okay.
Quoi? Ok, la gênance. Adieu.
So Jan is more of a goofball.
Passe par la porte.
Ah.
En vrai, tu veux mourir. Je t'ai appelé, t'étais sur message.
That's another thing. I want to know about their living situations because
Parce que je suis pas repassé chez moi?
OG, they were all just living by themselves. Like parents didn't exist. It was crazy.
Mais t'étais chez Tom jusqu'à maintenant là? Je viens d'avoir Lucas, il m'a dit que vous étiez partis il y a hyper longtemps.
Ouais, bah, lui, il est
Yeah,
parti.
he didn't say
notamment.
you guys left. He said that he left. Come on.
Tu me fais pas confiance.
Oui, je suis sûre.
Ouais, bah, par contre, t'es vachement plus lourde que t'en as l'air.
Okay.
Le mec le plus baraqué que je connaisse
Wow,
en même temps.
wow.
That was a good response, though. You're heavier than you look. Well, you're a weak ass pussy, okay?
C'est le sentiment
Bon,
qu'on
allez,
a
rends-moi ça.
lorsqu'on a fait quelque chose de mal.
Oh, that's not,
C'est pas grave, tu t'amélioreras.
that sounds like a 4th grade paper right there. Guilt is what you feel when you feel bad.
Bah, dis-
At least I can understand their grading system more than OG because out of 20 makes sense. When they were like, I got a 4, I got a 5 out of. Please explain. Drama kids? No.
Event de la soirée d'Adrien.
Ouais, on en reparlera.
Parce que c'est ultra important de montrer que bah, dès la seconde, on n'est pas là pour rester dans notre coin, quoi, tu vois.
On se casse.
Bonjour. Bon, moi, c'est Océane. Tu peux
Drama
m'appeler
kids.
Océ, parce que tout le monde ici m'appelle Océ.
Oh, sh.
On
And
est en étude
Igor.
théâtre. Il siffle sur vos têtes.
Drama kids.
Dis-moi,
My
gros
reaction.
gras grand grain d'orge, quand te dégros gras grand grain d'orge riseras-tu? Je me dégros gras grand grain d'orge riserai lorsque tous les gros gras grand grain d'orge seront des gros gras grand grain d'orgerie.
Zé. T'es pas obligé de nous donner ta réponse.
Why was she out of breath?
Pour qu'on sache assez vite.
T'es invité à la soirée?
Honestly, if 2 strangers came, I was like, no, you have to go to the party. I'd be like, sure, and then never go and not talk to them ever again. Like, theater kids, don't be doing tongue twisters in the library. Hell yeah, hacky sack in the schoolyard. Is this like the early 2000s?
Complètement ouf.
Here's about a party from 2 strangers. It's gonna be legendary though, guys.
On le connaît pas.
N'est-ce pas?
Lucas, il peut venir avec nous ce week-end?
What's the correlation?
Allez, il a rien de prévu, je vais pas laisser tout seul, non?
Leave him alone.
C'est mon pote après tout.
Après tout.
Bah oui.
Bon, vas-y, ok, il peut venir.
Sérieux?
Push over. Emma's a pushover.
Putain, j'avais complètement zappé Emma.
Okay, so you guys can't come tomorrow? That's fine. Lucas isn't coming to the cabin. Vendredi? Yo. Okay, it's a movie. So what's going on? So I guess Vendredi is Friday? I'm definitely not saying that right. So is her mom also just like never home, like going out on assignments or whatever? Or like, does she actually live with her family? Yeah, we know they're best friends, or they used to be best friends. Just want to show off. This is probably gonna have to be cut for YouTube because of music. Taking over, they're waiting to come closer. They're gonna take me away. I'm not gonna sing anymore. Whoa, the fuck. Okay. I understand why it's like basically silent so that you can hear the dialogue, but it just feels like a little bit off with everything being like with how they were able to like speak to each other so easily and so quietly. Just feels weird.
Salut.
Silly. She's like, this fucking bitch.
Tu pourras pas toujours m'ignorer, tu sais. Faut pas leur qu'on se parle.
Factually untrue, but okay.
Tu me manques, Ingrid. prochaine fois, maquille-toi moins. Tu ressembles à une pute.
For a hot second, I thought she was gonna pour her drink on her eye. Like, oof. Stop staring at her. Leave her alone. She's not worth it.
Les filles qui traitent les autres filles de putes ont 90% de chances de choper une MST avant 18 ans.
Hello.
C'est super sérieux. Attends, j'ai mené une étude très poussée, demande à mes cobayes.
Nora always spitting facts. Whoever this Nora is. Maybe she's Nora because Ingrid's Ingrid.
Je suis avec toi en espagnol, t'as jamais rien dit, donc je pensais qu'on t'avait coupé par vocal. Ouais, c'est Manon.
Je sais.
Du coup, toi, c'est Emma. C'est ça. Ok. Bon, bah, j'y vais. On se retrouvera sans doute plus tard. Salut.
I completely missed her name if she said it. I don't know why. My brain just like glazed over. So if her name was there, I'm sorry. I'll get it by season. Whoa. I'll get it by episode 2 for sure. But the reason I glazed over was because they're talking as if they've been in school for a little bit at least. And that wasn't the case with the other one. Like it was the beginning of the school year, so this time it's like at least a couple weeks in maybe. Vilda's crying. Protect at all cost, please.
Ça va?
That's... You okay?
Sûr, ça a pas l'air. Sûr.
Please?
Yeah, Alex?
So, Alex. I don't know why I'm doing this every time. Locking in.
Emma? Ah, tu sais où est Alex? Ouais, il est là-bas sur la scène avec la casquette.
Vous partez?
Oui, il va refaire un after chez lui. Tu veux venir?
De ouf, ouais.
Ok, cool, bah je t'envoie l'adresse et tu nous rejoins après.
Ça marche, j'ai juste un petit truc à faire et j'arrive.
Ok, bah parfait, après ton truc.
À
Ok, à tous, bisous.
So they have after parties instead of pre-parties. Or they have pre-parties, parties, and then after parties, which is insane.
Alex! Alex! Il y a une fille qui te cherche là-bas.
Ouais.
Tu peux venir s'il te plaît? Merci.
Non mais cette fête là, c'était mon idée depuis le début, la fête des secondes. Mais t'as pas besoin d'Ingrid et ses potes.
No one needs Ingrid. Fuck that bitch.
Non mais attends, même le lieu, j'ai payé. La caution, j'ai tout fait. Tu vas la récupérer ta thune, c'est une caution, ça se garde pas.
He wants to... Okay.
Me voilà.
Alex is cute, but Chris was fucking hot. Anyways.
Ouais, c'est moi Alex.
Tu t'appelles Alex?
Bah oui.
Ah
Moi
oui?
aussi, je m'appelle Alex. Alexandre.
Mais non,
Si.
mais non, j'en mets, moi c'est Alex.
Hell yeah.
Par
The
contre,
Alexes.
en fait, on est en train de parler. Ça vous dérange pas si on finit notre conversation?
Ok. Bah, salut du coup.
Now we see if Alex is a full-on douche or... Much nicer. Wait a minute. I was expecting the whole tease, but no, he was just like, did you... Oh, okay. And instead of like a party, it's like a birthday party. So that's nice. Less party culture, more like, I'm the popular kid, come to my birthday. Oh, it's midday. Was not expecting that. Or it's just super bright outside the door? Question mark. Okay, it was just really, really bright outside that door. Crazy. What? Okay. Ugh. I'm glad she actually reached out to the theater kids, though, because it seemed like she was just gonna dip and go home. But no, she was like, hey, where are we meeting up? So, like, she actually was attempting to make friends or, like, at least expand community. I don't know. Sick. Hell yeah. So that was episode 1 of season 1. We getting to know Emma a little bit. It's pretty dope. She seems even more wishy-washy or just like people pleaser than Ava was, because Ava was definitely like trying to be like, yeah, no, I love you, Jonas, you're perfect, everything's great, I don't really have an opinion. But she's like that with like everyone a little bit. Interesting. Also, just like the, hey, you want to come to this party with me? If you do, then Lucas can come to the cabin. Oh, no, we're busy. Sorry, we can't do that. Okay, then Lucas isn't coming to the cabin. Uninvited, period. That was like the stipulation. So, got to see Alex and whoever Vilta is. Still don't know a name yet. Um, don't have much to go off with them because we barely saw them. I'm gonna quickly scroll back now that it's over to see if we actually got a name for Nora. Oh, there was a name. Completely missed it before. Manon? Probably more like Manon. Cool. So, Manon is Nora. Emma is Ava. Alex is Chris. And Penetrator Chris, that Alex, seems a lot more chill. He doesn't give as much of a douche vibe as Chris did. So that's interesting. So there's already like some tweaks. And like I appreciate that one because Chris was aggressive episode 1. And Ingrid's Ingrid. Got that. Jonas is Jan. Other way around, but yeah. Isaac, Lucas. I think that's all the names we know right now. We don't know Emma's mom situation. Clearly she lives with her mom, but we don't know if mom is like an ambassador and is never around, or if she was just not around at that specific moment. So in the future, I'm curious to like learn about their living situations because OG, everyone was just like by themselves as teens, and that's crazy. So we'll see how that goes. Not really much else to say. Episode 1's pretty cut and clear. Theater kids were a little less weird. Still a little like quirky and stuff. But that's what theater kids be like. They quirky, they wild, they weird, but like they're true to themselves and that's all that matters. Except for in a library. Calm down. Shooting wise, the only thing that felt weird to me, that felt like a little off, was the fact that they could have her, Emma and the theater kids could have like a conversation so like quietly while at a party. That was a little bit like, because I understand why it's shot like that, but it doesn't, it feels more like a TV show episode than like a documentary of a person, you know? Also, I just want to say that like I might just get her name to get Manon's name, Manon. I have this still. Just her staring at Ava like she's in love. And you know what? She might be. Look at that. We got some bi-curiousness in here. It's just a very intense look over like. So that's it for this one. I'm gonna wrap this up here and we'll see you in episode 2, which should be sometime early next week, latest Wednesday, I think. Sounds right. We'll do that. Have a good one.